Jami right here and BKO. So straight to our next conversation. When shared goals no longer align, even long-standing alliances can come apart. This is now evident in Kano State, where the new Nigeria People's Party NNPP national leader Senator Rabiu Kwakwanso and the state's governor Abba Kabir Yusuf are pursuing separate political paths. The rift has widened over Governor Yusuf's reported plans to defect to the All Progressives Congress APC, prompting Kwakwanso to open a loyalty register to test the allegiance of party office holders while distancing himself from the governor's defection plans. The dispute threatens to weaken the NNPP's cohesion and potentially alter the political landscape of the state and beyond. I mean, Majid, what is happening in the NNPP? I mean, why the fallout?
You know, like we said earlier, Kano is a very, very key and critical state, and a lot of things have been happening in Kano. Remember that Ibrahim has been visiting the president. You know, he was in APC. He left APC and went to NNPP. Now he's back in APC. But then there is something that Kwankwaso wanted,
which is
in APC. I think he wants a commitment of a key position to upstage some status quo.
Oh, okay.
Probably, quote unquote, vice presidential position. But they assure you that I know this is and remember that this is the first time we are having a real politician as the president of Nigeria.
Okay.
So let's hold that. Now, Kano, Yusuf is leaning towards APC. So some of the guys loyal to him are already in APC. Okay. But Kwakwanso, the agreement they had was that they would move to APC together. But somewhere along the line, but because of the interest of Kwakwanso, which he, let out of the bag over the weekend, that any party is going to, they must give him presidential tickets.
Either presidential or vice president.
The Kwakwanso, he said he wanted presidential tickets in any party he's going to. So, but of course, he can't get that in the APC.
Which is,
At a point, he put himself in the market. He said, I'm available. After he knew that talks are broken up. Because you can't come to a party as big as the APC and be saying, this is what we want. You will come in, then they will look at where they can fix you. APC is so big and well structured. So that's why Yusuf says he can use the vehicle of the APC, because it's like there is a problem that is evolving in the new Nigerian People's Party now, because there are about two factions. Today they will suspend one chairman, the other day they will say something. So Yusuf is already saying that, and he's a governor. It's just like the way Demola Adeleke fled from PDP to Accord. So any moment from now, Yusuf will be coming into APC, and Kwakwanso, I hope he won't be left hanging, honestly. Because if we can have a fusion between Yusuf and Ganduje in Kano, then they will give Kwakwanso a run for his money, especially with the backing from the federal. So Kano is going to be a very, very key state, a battleground state to watch in 2027.
I mean, why the fallout? You heard Majid. I mean, is this based on ideology or is this based on survival?
These are people who had been close for more than 40 years. He was Kwankwaso's PA.
Okay.
Later, he even married the other brother, the daughter of the elder brother of Kwankwaso. Yeah. So they are in-laws, and Kwankwaso had always backed him. He was the governorship candidate in 2019 for the PDP. when Kwankwaso was there. And then I've been hearing of friction between them. You know, even in the cabinet, there are some people who are deemed Kwankwaso boys and Abba Kabir Yusuf's boys. So that disunity has been there. The party itself is disunited, both at the federal level and at the state level. There's even there was a time that they claimed they had expelled Kwankwaso. You know, now people say Kwankwaso has been too overbearing on the governor, and that he's been threatening the governor that he will not allow him to come back. Now, if a godfather makes it very clear to you that, or you can sense that a godfather will not allow you to come back, what are you going to do? You are going to leave the party for him the same way Fubara left PDP for Wike. It's a fact of life. Because Fubara left PDP for Wike as a survivor measure.
Option, yeah.
There's no doubt about it. Because he knows that Wike has unfinished business in PDP. Once he goes there, Wike will not immediately go to APC, even if he has plans to go to APC. Not now. So the governor already senses that if I go to APC, I will be on my own. I've left my godfather behind. I will be the only big fish in the pond. That's the way he's thinking. That's the way he's thinking. So that's the same way that Abba Kabir Yusuf, the governor of Kano State, is thinking. And already some members of the House of Assembly, they are going with the governor. National Assembly members, they are divided. But some will come with the governor, and ultimately they will be leaving one after another, not one after the other, as Nigerians say. You know? So the governor has made up his mind that his godfather, his benefactor of more than 40 years, it's time to part ways. This is what politics does. Kwankwaso has every reason to be angry. The same way that Wike has every reason to be angry. Today, if you open your mouth and you say, what Abba Kabir Yusuf has done to Kwankwaso is wrong, you must, with the same mouth, be able to say the same thing about Fubara.
Fubara is doing. Okay.
But Nigerians are not like that. Nigerians are not like that. And that is the irony. That consistency is not, if I like this person, he can do no wrong. If I don't like this person, he's the worst person on the face of the earth. One thing is irreversible now, looks irreversible. Abba Kabir Yusuf, the governor of Kano State, is on his way to the APC.
Yeah.
He's a lucky man because he would have lost this seat if not for the Supreme Court. It was the Supreme Court that saved him over those unstamped ballots. APC had a fantastic case. APC won at the appeal court. But the Supreme Court thought otherwise, and they survived.
But if the governor defects, what happens to the NNPP in a state like Kano?
Let me. I want to throw the same question at him. He puts the APC in a very strong position. But what will make the APC to be in an even stronger position is for the president to try and get Malam Ibrahim Shekarau.
Okay.
Kano politics existed for many years on a tripod. A tripod of political giants. You had the Ganduje camp on one side. He has his loyalists, strong loyalists. You had Shekarau on one side, and you have Kwankwaso on one side. If you are losing, by the way, despite not being officially on the ballot, Ibrahim Shekarau got more than 400,000 votes in Kano Central.
Yeah.
More votes than some states could muster.
Yeah, that's true.
He had said, no, I'm not interested. Because Kwankwaso played him, got him to come to his side, and he refused to concede positions to him. In politics, you must do power sharing. Again, that's another example of refusal to honor
Rivers, agreements.
So these things happen. He refused to give him, do any form of power sharing with him. And the man said, okay, I leave. Even my own senatorial position, I concede. He refused to be on the ballot. He's a very principled man and a very strong politician in that state. And he's been governor of the state. All of the three of them have been governors. So APC is already strong in a state where you have Ganduje, you have Barau, the deputy Senate president, although because of what he did with the young man, he knows that he has to retrace his steps now. So now, if the president can get Ibrahim Shekarau on his side, he's the president's friend, but there was disagreement over tussle for leadership between him and Ganduje. You know, when two former governors are in the same, in the party in the same state, who becomes the leader of the party? That was a big problem between Ganduje and Shekarau. And eventually, at a point, Shekarau had the structures through the courts. But once he lost the battle, he left APC for Ganduje. Now, he is not committed to any party. So he's a man that they can work on. Once they work on him, he will be an effective counterweight to Kwankwaso. And with them teaming up and having the governor with the resources at the disposal of a governor, Kano is really at play.
All right, we have Alwan Hassan calling in. Alwan, good evening. Let's talk.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
Very well.
My guy, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
He's calling from Kano.
Kano man.
Not speak throughout this year. How are you, Babajide?
We are fine.
And everybody in the studio. So, Babajide, I'm coming from a different angle from your perspective. My own take on this is, let's check what Shekarau got in 2023 for PDP. 15,000 votes. We don't need Shekarau in 2027. I insist.
What did he get? What did he get in the senatorial election?
He got 15,000. He got 15,000 votes for presidential election for PDP in 2023.
No, I'm not.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not talking about PDP. I said
Okay.
senatorial election where, despite the fact that he was not even on the ballot, he had said he was not interested. He resigned. A position that Senator Hanga later took over. How many votes did he get? More than 400,000 votes, my friend.
Oh yeah, more than 400,000 votes. Yeah. So Kwankwaso got more than 700,000 votes on that same ticket too when he came in as a senator. My point is, Babajide, two things for us with Kwankwaso. Either we negotiate with Kwankwaso, and if we want to get more than 2 million votes for presidential elections, with Abba coming, we're sure of winning the governorship. We're sure of getting so much votes for the president and maybe win the elections. But for us to get more votes, if we want to get 3 million votes from Kano, we need to do two things with Kwankwaso. One, either negotiate with him. He's a marketer. Two, negotiate with him, or try and see how we can come in form of an alliance.
Okay.
One thing Kwankwaso will do for us is,
for example, I'll give you is he disposed to that, Alwan? Because
yes, he is.
No, because
you can't
there have
take
been
away
conversations here and there, and you and I.
He's asking
a solid structure.
He's asking for an arm and a leg from the APC, and that's why
that's the problem. That's the problem with Kwankwaso. That's the problem with him. But let me tell you, Babajide, there is a way we can negotiate with him, and the president knows. The president is his friend. They were governors at the same time. And what Kwankwaso wants is, he doesn't want the president to send people to him. He wants to be speaking with the president directly, and I think Asiwaju knows about that, and he will do exactly that. If Asiwaju speaks to Kwankwaso directly, they will agree. I want us to get 3 million votes for the president in Kano in 2027. And another way we can also use Kwankwaso Babajide is, if Kwankwaso is in NNPP and Atiku ended up getting the ticket for ADC 2027, it is good for us to allow Kwankwaso to contest election as the presidential candidate of NNPP so that he would reduce Atiku's vote for us. That's another strategy we used in 2023. Those 1-point-something million voters that voted for Kwankwaso, if not for Kwankwaso contesting, they were Atiku's voters. It could have been Atiku's vote. So Kwankwaso, in and outside APC, can also be an ally to APC, whether in or outside. These are two ways we can use Kwankwaso.
Let's talk about how these people fell out. These people have been together for donkey years. What's going on?
Yes, the fallout people are saying happened in a very long time ago.
Yes.
But Abba has been holding on and doesn't do it public and does not try to even do like other political sons do when they fall out with their masters.
Yeah.
Abba tried as much as possible to manage him to this stage, you know? So somebody told me that Abba was complaining that they had an agreement with the president, that he said he was coming to the APC, that it didn't happen. Second time too, it didn't happen. But this time around, he sees sincerity in the president's eye and there is no going back. So maybe this is the fallout. The Kwankwaso is not comfortable with just giving me governorship and you taking presidency. Kwankwaso feels if you're giving Abba a chance in APC to contest the governorship and harmonize the votes for Abba, he feels that is just for Abba, not for him. As Kwankwaso, he feels he has his own, there should be another negotiation, another chip for him to stand in as a different person from Abba. I think that is what Kwankwaso needs. He might be asking for being a minister, getting ministers, getting agencies and parastatals. All these things will be things that
do you honestly think at this stage that it is a minister that is looking for? He's looking for something greater than that.
He's actually looking for VP.
So, but no, he said he's looking for VP or president in ADC. That press conference he had with his people saying the parties they are talking with are trying to give them number 1 or number 2 to contest on. Of course, it will not happen in ADC, you know, because what we had is they were offering him Senate presidency, that he should come back and contest as a senator. Then when he comes to the Senate and they win the general election, they will give him Senate president, which is very difficult, and I am sure Kwankwaso will not align to that. So, but we hold the biggest chip to negotiate with Kwankwaso, and I want the president to directly negotiate with Kwankwaso. If we want to get Babajide, think of us getting 3 million votes from Kano. How many zones in this country will give you 3 million votes? A state can give us 3 million votes. We can't get such votes from
Azan, like I said earlier, Kwakwanso, is a big-time politics. He's bidding his time.
Yeah.
In APC, he has met with the president several times. Individually. They have been friends for a long. He wanted, there was a commotion at an APC function where some people were trying to rubbish the vice president, Shetima. It's because of Kwakwanso. He wanted the VP slot, and the president said no. This Shetima he's been loyal, is good, and that's part of the country. So that is what he wanted from APC. Now, when he went to ADC, he changed this thing because he knows that.
Did he go to ADC?
No. When he negotiated with them, he said he wanted either 1 or 2, and 1 is reserved for.
How can it be number 2 to Atiku?
So 1 is reserved for Atiku already. So and the other 2, you can't have northeast and northwest as 1 and 2 for ADC. Even if you have the 5 million votes to deliver from Kano, that will fall flat. And where will you put Obi who just came in? So that is the dilemma he's facing.
So what I'm saying is that, we are a government. We are in government. This is APC's government. We have a lot on the table to negotiate with Kwankwaso. If we bring him onto the table, we can negotiate with him. There are a lot of things we have that Kwankwaso would like, apart from being the VP or any appointment in the government. If the president negotiates and speak to him directly, I'm sure they will understand themselves and they will come to terms. But we really need him for presidential election. We don't want a spoiler in Kano. Kwankwaso has mastered a way of spoiling votes in Kano. He knows the way to provoke the poor against the government in Kano. Already there is an existing government of 4 years, state government. He has a way of provoking the people, the masses, against the government. He did that in 2011, did the same thing in 2015 against Jonathan, and did the same thing in 2019 against us, which the elections which struggled to pass through. Then he did the same thing to us in 2023. So he has mastered that way of provoking the poor against the government. Let's not allow anybody to spoil 3 million votes for us. We need to, after Abba's coming in, we need to include Abba and every other stakeholder. Go and sit with Kwankwaso. Or the president, speak to him directly. I'm sure. I know Kwankwaso's ego. I know how Kwankwaso thinks. If the president calls on Kwankwaso and sit with him, Babajide, they will settle. It's not about being the VP. It's not about being SG or anything. They will settle. He's his man. They are friends. The only thing is that it takes a long time for them to meet, but they are good politicians, both of them, and both of them have their states.
Okay.
Like Asiwaju has Lagos, Kwankwaso has Kano. You can't take away that from him. He will spoil it for us.
All right, thank you so much, Awan. Thank you so much, all the way from Kano. Beautiful one. But, gentlemen, I mean, what are the likely scenarios, if this rift becomes permanent? Let me start with you.
For Kwakwanso, like Awan said, he knows the game. He's a big-time politician. He doesn't want a post where they will give him appointment. He wants an elective position. Okay. And that's why he's been minister, he's been governor, and you can't come and promise him Senate president.
Minister of Defense.
He's been Minister of Defense.
Yeah, that's true.
How many portfolios are bigger than that?
So, we want to promise him SGF, or he knows those ones are not cast in stone. Anything can happen. Yeah. So that's why in APC his negotiation was for the number 2 position, which is
actually there was a time when the VP's position looked shaky. And I came on this program and I said, Mr. President has not told anybody that he wants to change his VP. Yeah. We are hearing of different people from the north, who are also angling for that position, and that was why in Gombe there was that.
We saw that
where they declared where the people, the APC Northeast chapter, they said they were endorsing the president, and the people were then saying no, they should endorse
both the president
and they said no, it's not done. It is the president that you endorse. It is the president that you endorse. When the president can then determine after the primaries whether he wants to continue with his deputy or not. So they told that misunderstanding happened. And then the vice president made a mistake, made a speech, and then they interpreted that to mean that he was supporting, he was against the emergency declaration in Rivers. All kinds of things that appear to put his position on a shaky ground. But invariably, things petered out. And today, the president continues to use his deputy the best way that he can. Many places he sends him to, no one will say that, oh, this person is not given a job to do, is not given responsibilities. We are seeing the vice president come more and more into his job, So, and that effectively took the wind out of the sail of those who thought that there was a chink in the armor that they could exploit. So there were people stretching their necks from the north, West, especially.
For that
Yeah,
spot.
they were already eyeing Shettima's position. But they can see now that the tension that we had then, the uncertainty that we had at that time, yes, it's no more. So you can't be talking about a Kwankwaso coming on the ballot anymore. Nobody is not in the equation, it's not in the discussion. Of course, it's a big political figure that can help the ballot.
Yes.
They can help the president, but that's not the
All right,
issue now.
gentlemen, it's a fine place for us to leave it. Majid Jami, thank you so much for doing this with us. Appreciate you. Happy New Year to you once again. Happy New Year. BQ,
Same to you.
thank you so much for doing this with us.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And that's it on Journalist Hangout today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program. You can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11. Join us on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalist Hangouts on Sunday. We are on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Benga Oreshegun. Bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.